welcome to another episode of Dangers After Midnight. I'm Cheddar S. Thompson, my boy O. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, O?
It's good with you.
Man, I just want to
Oh,
let y'all know, just you feel me? We like doing this shit, blood. We like doing this shit. We're having a good time. We're watching some really entertaining things. Sometimes it's just a little too entertaining, you know what I mean? Oh, why don't you tell them what we got today?
it's called the Untold Story. The true story of the murders in the delicious pork buns
The pork
of
buns.
the Eight Immortal restaurant. And I believe it's the Republic of China.
Yeah, in Macau.
Yes. Yeah, Macau, something like
In
that.
Macau.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First off, let's just say this: it's dope. It's dope. The movie off top, honestly, really good. I liked it. It starts off with two guys. They're gambling late night. You know what I mean? Having a good time, maybe having some drinks. It's getting heated. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they arguing over some money. They playing mahjong. I think it's a Chinese game. Looks cool. You know what I mean? I never played it. Looks dope. But they're arguing over some money, and it doesn't turn out well for one of them. You know what I mean?
So the main character, or I should say the main character or the actual murderer, so on and so forth. His name
Yeah.
is Wang Chi Hang. Um, so it starts off, like JC said, he was gambling. The film starts off with Wang Chi Hang. He was gambling with his other brother,
Yeah, playing mahjong.
Manjong, yes. Uh, as he said, it doesn't end too pretty for
It
his
doesn't.
first
It gets ugly
victim.
real fast. To be honest with you, it
Yes,
gets ugly real
it
fast.
gets pretty bad.
Yeah.
So once he moves to the Republic of China, Wang Chi Hang goes ahead and changes his appearance.
Yeah.
So when he first, goes over, the scene kind of changes. Somebody goes into the whole title of the film,
Yeah.
director, all that good
All the good stuff. The
information.
the beginning credits.
Yeah. And it's stuff that I personally don't really care for.
Yeah, you're just getting ready for it.
Yeah. It's just like, okay, come on, let's get this rolling.
Yeah,
Oh
we
well.
just seen a murder. You know what I'm talking about? We just seen a
Mhm.
murder.
The next scene is the part where you kind of get introduced to the detectives behind the investigation.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, these detectives don't really take their job seriously whatsoever. This
It's
film was filmed with
it's
just
just
so much comedy.
the way they portray them is they're kind of like they're goofy. They're goofy as hell.
Yeah.
It's a lot of jokes going on. The chief shows up and he got every time it's funny as hell because every time you see the chief show up, different. He's with a different girl. Bad. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but that's what it is. They end up finding what they find like limbs, right?
So, yeah. So, what happened was, you see two kids. They were, at the beach with their mother,
Yeah.
doing kid stuff at the beach, just running at the sand. All they, they're just, doing their thing. They come across this, this thing on the beach. It's covered, it's wrapped around. Kids kind of get close. Mom comes, hey, what are you doing? This and that.
The kids were like, it stinks.
Yeah, it stinks. It stinks. Actually,
They're like,
all you see is kind of like a hand, and it's kind of
yeah, decrepit. It's gross looking.
you could tell it's been there for days. It's
Yeah,
already it's a wrap. So yeah, so then
basically.
that detectives come in, chief. The other thing about the chief that you will hear us talk about throughout is that once the detectives see the chief come in, they get all serious about their job,
Yeah, yeah,
and then the chief kind of tells them to how they should be doing their job
yeah. It's like an
in a
ongoing,
way.
like it's like an ongoing, like joke. You know what I mean? Like they're just messing around. They're getting what they gotta do, doing the little case. But I mean, they're just playing around most of the time. You know, all the information really falls into their lap. When it comes down to it, all the information really fell onto them. You know what I mean? They ain't really get it like that. But yeah, and then
Yeah.
basically in the next scene, it starts off with Wachi, that the boy. It starts off with the boy. He's over there butchering a pig. And it's kind of graphic. I don't really like that. I don't never really like that. But he's butchering a pig, showing what he does day to day at the job. You know what I'm saying? And it just starts introducing all the characters at his job. I guess they were looking for work, and somebody comes and signs up, wants to work for him, asks him if he can cut up some things. Boop, signs him right there. Boop, you can get in. And
I wish
it
job
just
interviews were like that.
yeah, for real. He's
I
like, can
really
you?
wish.
He's
It's
like,
like,
can you do
oh,
it?
yeah,
All he
can
was doing was chopping meat. He went over there and chopped some meat. He's like, you can have a job. Whoa. And you could live here evidently, because at the end of it, he was over there setting up shop at night in the dining room, little bed. That was crazy. But basically it just sets up what the main character does throughout his day, and he's just he owns a Chinese restaurant. They sell buns, pork buns, delicious pork buns. You know what I mean? It's pretty dope.
now we move on to
Move
the
on.
night scene.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this guy that came in said, "Oh, here, I'll show you how to cut up a pig." Whoop 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 whoop. Dad gets the job. Next thing you know, he's leaving. He wants to go. He wants out.
Yeah.
Wang Chi Hang was like, "All right, you want out? Okay, that's fine." His last night sleeping in the restaurant.
He was just setting his bed up, you know what I mean? He was just really
That
just
wasn't
setting his
even a
bed
bed,
up.
bro. That's more of a cult. That's a
Yeah.
cult.
He was he was
Not
setting
even
up
a
his
cult,
little
bro. That's a straight up just what's it called?
it's like one
One
of
of
those
those, just
army.
one of those foldable chairs that you can just,
Yeah. But
just
he was
up,
setting it
down.
up. And what he beat him with one of those what's it called? A soup ladle?
Though you can probably see that in almost any horror film involving impalement.
Yeah.
The the next part is probably what you would consider disturbing in the sense of, well, we'll talk a little
Yeah.
bit about it later. How about that? We'll just
Yeah,
talk a little
like
bit
you
about
know
it
what I'm
later.
saying?
Yeah, it's just
It gets
it kind of all adds up at the end.
it gets wild. So then who's next? It's the his cashier, right?
Cashier.
His cashier finds out he's cheating or something, right? From like a customer or something.
Yes, so the cashier seems like a nice, sweet lady. Can't
Yeah.
lie. I just can't lie.
Nice lady.
But yeah, so she catches him trying to raise the prices on the food, etc., etc. She's not feeling too comfortable about it,
Yeah. It's a local joint, man. You know, it's for the community. You know what I mean?
and you can't go wrong with nothing local. Local
Yeah.
be fire.
Yeah, for real. But he's basically trying to cheat his customers. And then I think the end of it was like he somebody complained to her that he was cheating in mahjong again. Mind you, this is why dude is murdering people out here because he's a cheater. Basically, he be cheating. Bob, all right. So he sees that happen. He's like, okay, yeah. When closing time comes around, we we're gonna handle that, and he handles it. First of all, listen. Okay, here we go. First of all, listen. He sexually assaults her. I
And not
mean,
in
no. There's
it,
an initial sexual assault. He's beating her, of course, all type of ways, beating her up. There's a sexual assault, which is hard to watch. And then next, he grabs some chopsticks and puts them up.
yeah,
He does some things with them that's not cool. You know what I mean? There's
it's
a lot. There is a
it
lot. There is a lot of blood in this scene, and it is wild.
it
It is wild. So then let's you know what? Let's fast forward. What he does with these bodies when he's done is
he
wild,
confesses
man.
it. Yeah,
What
so
he does is these bodies he because that's chronologically this is what happens. You know, we when we're watching it, we know what's happening. So everything we know, the cops don't. Boom, everything we already know is going on. So what he did to both of these bodies, he took
hold
off the
up,
boot. He took
hold
off.
up, hold
He
up,
took.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
You know what I'm about to say too. You know what I'm about to
There's
say.
more. Remember, there is more.
Yeah, no, yeah. The first
So
one, he cooked the booty meat, bro. he, he chopped up the booty meat. He chops up all of the bodies, and for some, I don't know if he uses all the meat, but the meat you see go into the grinder is that the butt meat, dude. Like it's wild. So
are you saying that people have been eating cheeks
yeah,
for a
yeah,
minute?
cheeks. They were eating cheeks. Cha su bao. You know what I'm talking about? They were eating cheeks. But anyway, okay. All jokes aside, yeah, like that's like I'm talking about. They showed him cutting up and he pulled up the piece of meat. It was cheeks, and he put it in the grinder. Chewy, I mean, I'm sorry, dude. I'm so- that's that's what
It's
happened.
it's not just that. What's
Okay, like
he said?
yeah, he's like boom, and
No,
it wasn't a
it's
joke
funny
then.
because he put his eyeball through the skin
Yeah,
itself. My question
yeah.
is, what part of the body?
But check me out. That's what happened, bro. I seen that. That's what happened. So basically, what he does is he grinds up all this people meat and he puts them in the buns. And mind you, these are his like quote unquote world's famous buns. You know what I'm saying? Pork buns, and yeah, they got buns in them. It's wild. Like,
Buns
and then
looking
the
buns.
next day he's serving them up, boobs serving them up, and then the police come in. So basically, he's under an investigation because he owns the restaurant, but they don't know how. It's not in his name, and something like that. Like he ain't never bought it. You know what I mean? So boop, they're trying to wonder how he's inherited the restaurant somehow. Boop.
We had this
We
conversation
had this
and saying,
conversation. We had this conversation.
I'm
Arnold
still
said he'd eat the buns.
ha ha
No, I'm just
ha
playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
ha
We gonna keep it
ha.
real. We gonna keep it real. Like if I was like let's just say if I was a patron and I was going there every day, and the recipe is the recipe. You feel me? The recipe is the recipe. If it's delicious, who am I to say what? Come on. I'm just saying when they took the spot down, I'd have been a little disappointed. Let's keep it 1,000.
So
You feel
we
me?
can all agree that JC does
No,
eat
don't
cheeks,
put no type of nothing on
man.
me. I said what I said. You realize I said what I said.
I'm not even gonna ask what you do enjoy eating.
Everything.
I'm not gonna.
Delicious
Maybe
foods. If the buns was good, I would be a little disappointed that they took them out of there. Period.
buns with them buns.
But yeah, they tell them a little bit about the investigation, what they got going on him. Let me turn that down. That's not cool. That's not cool. Sorry, guys.
So the investigation. Um,
Well, why don't you tell them like basically what it is, like what he did. Well, without telling them exactly what he did, just a little like basically what the agreement was.
oh no, it's more like
The bet, you know what I
the
mean?
it's not just the betting. I mean, you got what, two foolish, no, not two, I'm sorry. You got a group of foolish cops who don't really know how to do their job because all
Yeah,
they're doing is just
eating buns.
fooling around and eating buns. How did he get the restaurant?
We
It
won't
was
go in
a
full detail because that's the ending. We'll save that to the end. But how he did get the restaurant
through murder,
through murder?
just through murder.
No,
I
because
mean,
basically the owner of the restaurant owed him money over a game of mahjong. You know what I'm talking about? And that's where it comes into it. Dude's greedy as hell. He wants to raise the prices. Anybody that owes him money meets his sword, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? He's like that. He's like that. He's really like that, and it's crazy.
so according to some sources that I actually found online, regarding it,
Yeah.
in what really happened was that he actually the actual owner owed him way more than what the film actually portrayed.
Oh yeah. I remember that. I remember you telling me that.
It was a a lot of money,
Yeah.
and it was either one or the other. But yeah, though he was greedy, it was still his money
How are you betting
in
that
a
amount
way.
of money? Like, what's going on?
So, so in the film and in reality, there's both facts. They owed so the actual owner owed him 180,000 yens. So 180,000 yens is equivalent to $27,971 and 10
Okay.
cents. Now,
What are they doing? He's a butcher. How is he betting that amount of money?
so Huang Chi, gave him like, okay, you know what? If you can't give me the money now, either give me the restaurant or I'll let you, I'll give you a year to come up with the money.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm not giving you the restaurant, but all right, I'll pay you back in a year.
Yeah.
A year went by, but they continued gambling,
So that debt got
which
bigger.
the debt got bigger,
The
which
debt
ended up
got bigger.
being 600,000 yens. It's equivalent to $93,237.
So yeah, he was out for blood on that. He had to get that. He
He was
had to.
out.
He was getting pressed. He was pressing him at that point. You know what I mean? He
You
had
know,
to.
you know what I could do with $93,000?
It's not even.
That's a lot
It's
of
not.
money.
You feel me? But basically, all the buffoonery that the cops are doing. You know what I mean? The buffoonery the cops are doing. They end up cracking some leads. They end up getting to where they could arrest Wang Chi. And let me tell you this: Wang Chi takes them on one. He he. Remember when he got to the train station, he was trying to skip town. I mean, he got a couple bodies on him. He trying to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? He about to go to jail. So, boom, they catch this man, and I've never seen somebody just have that much like adrenaline strength. He was whooping these cops left and right and like I don't know if we touched on this. Wang Chi is not a super built guy. He he looks like a weirdo. You know what I mean? He looks kind of creepy. He looks like a creeper. You know what I'm saying? Like, eh,
He's like our typical average Joe.
yeah, like he looks like, you know what I mean?
He's got a whole dad bod going on.
Yeah, so like, and you just know he is just like shaking cuffs, throwing, move. He's juking cuffs, moving them out. Man, he was going for a second.
I
I'm
guess
telling
that
you,
butchery really got him up to speed.
bro. When you're adrenaline pumping and he trying to get, he knows he's about to. You feel me? He over here doing weird. He's doing weird things. He's putting people in pork buns. He knows what's about to happen. Come on. Oh loves this movie. I want y'all to know this. Oh loves this
I
movie.
love this movie. This
Oh
was
loves
probably
this movie. And
it,
I will say this movie is like I do like this movie a lot. I will be adding it to my collection as well. It's go watch it. Like for real, go watch it.
and you guys can thank
If
me
you've ever
for,
seen this
you know,
movie, comment down below. Like for real, if you ever seen this movie, let us know. Like what y'all think. For real.
this movie was just great. It was just too good. I had to buy it. But now we get to the good part.
Okay, don't.
When
The
not the actual
things you're about to explain and you labeled it the good part. Come on, bro.
okay, we're getting down to the special ingredients.
Ah, dangers after midnight. You know what I mean? Okay, lay it on them.
So after uh Huang Chi gets beaten like just back to back at in prison,
Yeah,
he tried to uh
take his life.
pass on. Yeah, he just tried
Yeah.
to pass on. I was just trying to keep.
Hey,
Oh no, it's really
he
hard
was
kind of saying these
he
things in
was getting
such a
it
light.
bad. He was getting it
Yeah,
bad. He was.
yeah. He tried to go ahead and take his own life. He wasn't able to.
It was a little. It was a little gruesome too. Like he shat,
Yeah.
like jagged glass on. It was not pretty.
It's not. It wasn't pretty. Yeah, not at all.
I don't like that.
So
I don't like that at
he
all.
was rushed to the hospital where the police later on interrogated him.
Hmm. They they
But
they kind of got their own they little torture techniques in there too though. They was they was messing with him too. I think at one point they had the nurse put in water. That she injected water and like into his skin, and they was like giving him sores, and they were torturing him too. It was they wasn't that corny no more. They was trying to get the truth out of him.
the only reason why the nurse did that, though, we're gonna backtrack a little bit, Cheddar,
Yeah,
was because he tried to escape and he took that particular nurse hostage.
you're right. He did. My bad. You're right. He did.
Yeah.
You're right.
So because of that, she went ahead and
Yeah,
even
she started messing with him.
I seen that it was just bad. But
No.
another reason why is because he wasn't talking and he was trying to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So what did they do? They torture him, and he was so exhausted to the point where you just see him go ahead lie back, and he would instantly wake up
Yeah.
just
Because
to
he had the
keep him
sores
up.
on his back.
I have no idea how long that man was up, but he was up for a long,
Yeah. They kept
long
him up
time.
for a long time.
It was honestly so
Yeah,
It was I'm not
it
gonna
was
lie. It was
satisfying.
satisfying. It was
Cause
satisfying
he,
watching.
because you know what that man did, and like
Yeah,
he made me cringe a couple times. You know what I'm saying? So you know what that dude did. So it's like a lot of the things you've seen get to him. Like even though he's like the main character, like he had it coming. You, and he got the worst of it. In my opinion, he got the worst of it. Nah, the police got the worst of it. Hold on, let's keep going.
so yeah. Um, after all that torture,
Mhm.
all that beating up
Mhm.
from the nurse,
Mhm.
the cops,
Yep.
the jail, the inmates,
Beat him. Beat him up.
he just gave in.
Yeah.
But you could
Mentally and
tell
physically
you could
abused.
yeah. So he was abused to the point where he just couldn't take it anymore.
Mhm.
I mean, I personally think that he could have still kept quiet. I feel like he could have. But
What?
anyways,
Like they wasn't gonna kill him.
there
Well,
wasn't
at any point he could have died. You know what I'm saying? But like that's not. I guess it wouldn't be a movie, right?
right.
He did it. No, and then like if it happened in real life, that dude's infamous. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, it did happen in
everybody
real life.
knows you gonna know about. Yeah, what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like that dude's. I bet you mention him in Macau, like people turn around. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel me?
Now we're getting to the real juicy stuff.
Yeah.
Real juicy stuff.
Yeah, yeah, this is what makes this a Dangers After Midnight review, because this is where it gets crazy.
So Wang Chi confessed to the police how he got the restaurant.
Yep.
So the whole gambling thing was going on.
Oh,
Eventually, I feel like maybe some of y'all already seen this coming.
yeah.
Maybe not really to the point where we're what we're about to say though.
Y'all don't know what's about to come.
Wang Chi gambled, but this time it wasn't no 600,000 yens. It was 180,000 yens.
Up the stakes.
Um, yeah, up to six in real life, but in the movie they didn't really
Yeah.
specify that. So what happened was it was a game. He was just like, all right, give me this money right now, or at least give me the restaurant. No,
He did
no.
not want
And
to
then he's
do
just
that.
like, all right, it's one or the
And
other.
let's just
You
keep it
owe me.
real, bro. Broke his word. Bro broke his word. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like
He was just like, no, I'm not gonna. What did he do? He broke a glass bottle. He grabbed the owner's son,
mm.
little boy, held him hostage, made everyone
At this
tie
point the
each
whole
other up.
family's there. No, the whole family's there at this point.
We're talking about four kids, wife, and then the owner, the actual owner. Uh, you know, held hostage, and then he slowly kills every single family member off.
Everyone,
And these kids were at least, I want to say the
they were
oldest was
young.
maybe six,
They were
maybe
young,
six.
and it's it's hard to talk about, especially on I really can't really say that much, but hey, like if every single every death was different, and it 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 was deep. You know what I mean? Like
It was
it
terrible. It
I mean,
was
honestly in the movie, best scene in the movie, but no, I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? If we're talking about in a movie, kill
like in the
scenes
movie, it was
and
like
the
the
kill scenes,
most
like if we're talking
thrilling.
about, yeah, and
It was definitely thrilling.
that scene, got the most emotion out of me for sure. You know what I mean? Like that's wild. You don't really see that. I mean, on this side of the on this side of the earth, you really don't. When they drop movies like that, you don't see it that a lot of stuff is implied. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, you know what I mean, they dropped this one, and it was a little more than implied. Like you don't really see a lot of the actual violence, but you see the aftermath of it, and I've never.
Ooh,
It's gruesome. It's gruesome, and
yeah.
it's not something. And then which is even like the kicker in it. They get a phone call, and it's the mother-in-law. Remember that? And then and dude's just like, oh yeah, woo, come on down, come on down. And then the mother-in-law walks in, and that's when you actually see like what she sees, and you see it for the first time as well. The entire family just gone. There you see everything, and it's really gruesome. And same thing happens to the to her. And what I'm guessing is they were put into the pork buns the next day, and the entire town ate them, including the police
Oh,
officers.
why you gotta say it like
And then
that?
you know what's crazy is like, so what did you do with the bodies? I, I put them in the pork buns. And he and when I kid you not, every single one of those police officers started puking. And then they like added a hint of comedy because the chief didn't get none. Like every time the pork buns was out, the chief like missed it. He didn't get none. He ain't never had them, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. And he's like, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't eat them." But honestly, like, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie, and I like it. I like it. It's disturbing level is pretty up there, but
It's definitely, I would say it is a, sorry, cut you off.
no, you're good.
um, yes, it's a disturbing film. Not as disturbing as the last
Yeah,
films we've
yeah,
discussed. Definitely not like the previous one, not even close.
yeah,
But disturbing wise, it's something. I mean, I see it as a masterpiece, as a art
yeah.
piece. That is,
It's yeah, for it's film, so like it's art, and at
yeah,
the end of
it's
the day,
art.
like it's all subjective. It's all like you know what I mean. It's all for you to think about it, what you think. You know what I mean? Boop. I like it. I like this movie. Untold Story
Uh,
is a hit.
it's a
I
great
wish I
film.
seen it sooner. You know what I mean?
I wish I knew about it
I wish
way
I
sooner
did.
than when I came across it.
It's
Oh
a
man,
great
I remember
movie.
when it came in the mail. I was just ecstatic.
Yeah, and just so y'all know, we got a lot of stuff. We got stuff coming in the mail all the time. We're stacking up just to put out content on this page. We want to do this. You feel me? So comment, you know what I mean? Blow us up, bro. Like, I need all that. Bring the notification bell, all of that. You feel me? We trying to do this. Our next review is gonna be Kem Park. So you feel me? We got stuff coming. What else we got? We got just what else we got? What give them one. What we got?
We have something very exciting that is coming very soon. I just got it. It came from Europe.
Oh,
I had a movie. I'm sorry. I had a DVD player that I had to personally buy that wasn't gonna work with my original Blu-ray player because, well, region
regions,
wise.
region wise.
So actually, We're gonna be discussing two upcoming films soon,
Yeah, because some of these
very
movies that
soon.
are disturbing, like they didn't they like a lot of them aren't even out over here. So we've been
Yeah,
buying like Blu-rays from other countries and stuff like that. We have two so far. So I mean,
we have
you know
two
what I'm
so
saying?
far, but one of them so actually there's so both of them I'm pretty sure you've all heard of. Hope you do you mind if I say both, or would you rather just me say
Let's
one?
keep the one we just watched secret. We'll just keep that one a
Okay,
secret for
okay.
now.
So the next film that I hope that we can discuss very soon is a 2000, and I believe it's either 8 or 9. I think it
Yeah,
depends on what part of the world you're from, because one came out one year and then the other one, and then that same film came out like the following year.
yeah.
But originally 2008, uh, by director, what's his name, Pasquale. Something.
You really leading them into this one, huh?
Yeah, Pasquale something. Anyways, it's a French Canadian film, Martyrs.
Martyrs. And I know a lot of people heard of that. So like I know that one's out there. Everybody I feel like cuz like you seen the scenes, right?
I haven't. I've been trying to go
Because like
ahead
I've
and
seen
keeping
I've
myself
seen
out.
I've seen the scenes like the when I looked up the reviews and stuff, I've seen the scenes and I've seen them like for a while now, but I just never knew what movie they was from. So I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, mind you that there are two Martyrs out there. There's one that came out. I think it was 5 years ago, 2016. But the
Yeah.
one we're talking about came out
Yeah.
2008, 2009.
But basically,
Uh-huh.
we got a lot of shit, bro. We got a
Yeah.
lot of stuff coming. So yeah, just stay tuned. You know what I mean? Just like turn us up. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. I hope y'all like the movie. I hope y'all go see it. I really, really think you should. You got anything else?
Buy us a coffee.
Buy us a coffee. Damn.
To those that don't know, I am, well, to those that know me and to those that don't know me, I enjoy my caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what time it is.
Oh, I think you killed my plug. There it is.
Man, it doesn't matter what time it is. If it's 5 minutes before me going to bed, you're gonna be seeing me drinking my coffee. So please buy me and Cheddar here some coffee.
Thank you.
Thank you.